Hello everyone, welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. I don't think a single Bundesliga team won in Europe. And by the way, the answer to that question is yes. The Bundesliga is falling behind competitively, financially, and in many other ways. Bayern drew to Salzburg 1-1. Borussia Dortmund got destroyed by some Power Rangers 4-2. And RB Leipzig drew 2-2 with Real Sociedad. Leipzig were all over Sociedad. They really should have won that. And as of now, the Bundesliga has dropped to 6th place in European competitions. So in a literal way, the Bundesliga is dropping down. A lot of people might blame COVID for this lack of quality in the league. I guess banning fans from the stadiums over and over and over again won't have such a positive effect on the teams, right? A lot of clubs lost money, sponsorship deals were changed, and the whole footballing experience is so different when you're watching on a device, on an app, on a website. So people probably had less incentives to watch the Bundesliga. I mean, there was a gap before between the Bundesliga and the Premier League, but now it's just huge. And by the way, we're saying this while Kylian Mbappe is moving to La Liga. With Ronaldo and Messi leaving La Liga, that gave a marketing opportunity for the Bundesliga to come in and say, we're the next league. Look, Haaland, Lewandowski, Borussia Dortmund, Der Klassiker, all that. And now Kylian Mbappe moving to Real Madrid will give La Liga that advantage again. People might say it's the 50+1 rule that's letting the Bundesliga fall behind. I think that's partially true. The 50+1 rule preserves the cultural differences between German football and European football. Fans have a lot more say in their clubs, and I agree with those things. But I also think as much as fans should have more control in their clubs, greedy bastard billionaires will probably make better business decisions. I don't think the 50+1 rule should go away. I think it should be changed. I know it's going to sound really bad here, but let's give these investors, these billionaire bastards, a little bit more opportunity to spread their money into the league and to grow it. Germany is one of the biggest countries in Europe. And then globally, football is a growing sport. It's growing. There's new people discovering this sport and they're like, I love this game. I need a team to support. But all they see is Manchester United, Liverpool, the big ones, the TV deals they do. But the attention isn't on the Bundesliga apart from Bayern and Dortmund. Leipzig is slowly catching up as it relates to being competitive, but nowhere close to the global recognition of these two clubs. And that's because the whole league's hands are tied. Apart from sponsorship deals and new shirt deals and all those sorts of things, how else are these clubs supposed to find enough money to compete with Man City's $100 million signings on $300K a week? There's an element to this where players don't want to play in the Bundesliga because they know they're going to earn a certain amount of money and they'll never go above that because these clubs are too broke to be able to afford these players. Despite being one of the biggest teams in the world compared to other teams, Bayern doesn't spend that much money on its players or their wages. What does that tell you? Yes, Bayern is smart, but the league as a whole, they don't spend as much money on players or their wages. And I'm not saying money will fix the Bundesliga, but what you'll find is that billionaires like to succeed, and they're going to make the best decisions necessary to acquire that success. I love the Bundesliga. I love German football. I love the culture. Do Premier League teams really have ultras? What about La Liga? Apart from France, you don't really have ultras and people that are dedicated to the club and have meetings and all sorts of things. German football fans take these things a lot more carefully than other fan bases. But think of it like this. If your team was successful, you'll probably be happier. If Frankfurt or Union Berlin could win the Europa League every now and then, their fans would be really happy all the time. Yes, I know, bringing in money will screw some clubs over, but it could also uplift a lot of new clubs. Competition in the league will be revived. Bringing in a playoff system is basically saying the league isn't competitive. We don't really know what to do to fix this, so we're going to put a nice little band-aid on there, even though we really need surgery. We need to watch a title race that goes to the last day of the season. And by the way, the things I'm saying here, they're not far off. Some of you might not like hearing this, but there will come a day where 50+1 will be gone. Clubs will eventually realize, this is really hurting us more than it's helping us. I don't like how people always associate money in football with, Super League, greed and all that. Money is just the means of currency. We don't want any monopolies, but we already have one in Bayern Munich. Bayern have so much money, losing 3 games in a row still means we're top of the league because of the quality we'll possess when it matters. So if we want to fix the Bundesliga, we have to address the issues. Another thing that the Bundesliga needs to get right is these broadcasting agreements. I'm hearing from people all over the world that say I can't find the Bundesliga anywhere on TV or any streaming apps because the Bundesliga is incompetent as a business. Their YouTube channel is nice, but they can't sit there and make distribution deals so people all over the world can have access to a top 5 freaking league. So get it right, Bundesliga. The fans need to start putting pressure on the Bundesliga to grow this league. The fans should be putting pressure on their clubs to start making business-savvy decisions. The Bundesliga has fallen behind in attractiveness. We can't keep surviving off of the 19-year-old that everyone in the world knows, Erling Haaland. Because that's why most people would watch Dortmund. No, the league should stand on its own 2 feet where people watch games between other teams, therefore making the league more money and making the fans happier. It's a win-win situation. Thanks for watching. Mia San Mia, and peace.